Today's best music is 103.3 KFR. Good morning, Hatcher and Harvey. On the line, you might know him as the Beastmaster. It's Jeff Musial. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We are good. We are good. Now, one job that I would totally love is a job that you have because you get to play around with all the animals that you've always wanted to play with as a young kid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What the people don't see is the other 99% of the job where you're scooping poop. But other than that, it's a good time. You know, it's a good time. You get to play with some animals, and now I'm to a point where I actually have, some people that always, beg me to volunteer. So I got people that want to scoop poop for free. You can't beat that,
No.
I love that. So I was reading that you started as a kid loving, like snakes and frogs and catching them. And then you kind of got a job at a pet shop, and then you studied zoology, and then you got to be where you are today.
Yeah, the pet store was the downfall because when I'd go to work, they wouldn't pay me actual cash money. I would walk out of there with iguanas and tortoises, and then the way home, I'd have to figure the whole way home how I was going to smuggle them into my room,
gosh.
and then lie to my parents and say these two had fell in love and had babies, and now I have these, and none of them even look the same. So how am I going to pull that off?
So
I hoisted fish tanks up through my windows.
Oh, wow.
At night. Like, they had no idea. These things are, I'm like, I look back at it now, I'm lifting like a 60-gallon fish tank up through my bedroom window so my parents don't see me haul them up the stairs,
Were your parents cool with you having all these different animals, or are they like, Jeff, this is enough. We're done with this?
No, you know what? They were awesome. Thank God for them. They're saints because they let me have pretty much any reptile, whatever I wanted, except for snakes until I was about 17, 18. Then they gave in on that. And then we moved in one. But see, snakes were easy to move in because you could put them in a snake bag and tuck them down your pants and then just walk them up the stairs and put them into a new tank up in the room.
I'm sorry, did you say you tucked them in your pants?
Yeah, a snake bag is like a big, a snake bag's like a small cloth bag, like a pillowcase.
Yeah.
You put them in, you knot it and put it in your pants, and you just walk up the stairs. You just got to be very careful.
I think so many
Oh, my
80s
gosh.
rock stars did the same thing.
God, yes. They were
Definitely.
they were anaconda snakes.
So,
Right.
Jeff, where do you get all your animals from now? I mean, do you just kind of, do you find something and you're just like, oh, I'm going to keep this?
It's funny. It's like the biggest question. Like I did one show. We were in like Portland or something. I think it was Portland in Maine, and the guy's like, I got a bunch of raccoons living in my garage. If you want to, you could come here after the show and get one. They're young. They'd be great for your show. I'm like, listen, I don't take animals out of the wild. I don't go and catch them. I don't, they come from, I have friends that own zoos. I have friends that are professional, breeders for zoos and other institutes. And if there's an animal, like we just got a Siberian lynx that, for whatever reason, Mom wanted nothing to do with the little boy. The two girls she raised, the boy she wanted nothing to do with. I found out why Mom didn't want to raise him, because he rips the nipples off every bottle you give him. So Mom was
I just grabbed mine. Just grabbed mine.
Yeah, Mom's like, I'm done with you. I'm done. I don't want you. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
So we were ordering nipples in by the 50 count because every time we fed him, he'd drink the bottle and then just tear it right off. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's hilarious. See, I like this. This is the kind of education that you do when you go on tour. This is kind of like why you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly. We give the fun facts. We tell the fun stories. We tell the behind the scenes things and stuff like that. So people get a blast. Have a blast and learn a lot while they're there.
Love that. So you are coming to town September 13th at Kalamazoo Central High School Auditorium.
Yep.
Which rocks. I'm jealous of those kids, actually. They don't know how good they got it.
No, it's going to be awesome. And hopefully I catch all the animals before I leave, because if some gets loose, that'd be terrible.
That was going to be my next question is, have you ever accidentally misplaced an animal, or one kind of just got away somehow?
During a show, no. In my house growing up, yes. We lost a monitor lizard for about 6 months in my parents' basement, and it's a cousin of the Komodo dragon. It started off 6 inches long. We found him when we were moving out, when I actually bought a house. My parents are like, leave, go, take your zoo with you. We found him. He was 2.5 feet long. But the funny part is my dad had no problem with field mice or anything. Crickets getting loose all the time from feeding the other lizards. They never had a loose cricket in the house or a field mouse again after that.
Oh my
but we
gosh.
found him 2.5 feet long, probably about 6 months later.
Where do you hide 2.5 feet long for so long?
I don't know. My parents' basement, they had all kinds of stuff going on. I had so many different tanks and fish tanks and heat pads, so he was staying warm and creeping out everywhere, you know?
I love that. I think that sounds so
It's
fun.
like pest control.
Yes, it is. Well, very cool. One thing that I totally want to see, because my girlfriend made a reference once to me that she would, jump on my face like a spider monkey. You will have a baby spider monkey there.
Yeah. We have a black-handed spider monkey named Bella that we raised from a baby, and she's incredible. You know, so we have her. We have big alligators and snakes and bear cats, or a binturong. You ever hear of one of those?
No.
Binturong, bear cat. They look like a black bear. They're part of the mongoose family. They have the longest prehensile tail mammal in the world. They have whiskers like a seal, a face like a bear. They walk like a black panther, a black leopard, and they smell like buttered popcorn.
Oh, you're not going to walk out of that, because Krista Hatcher will find a way to take that home.
It's incredible. Your whole house smells like a movie theater.
Honey, I'm looking at it. It looks like a nightmare. He's probably like, what am I? What the heck am I?
Yeah, I bring it. It's funny because I'll bring it out at shows and I go, "This is a bear cat or a binturong," and people are like, "Binto what? Bear what? Who, what?" Like, you just see the people's faces. It's hysterical.
What is that? That's what they're looking at. What is that?
Exactly.
Adorable.
Awesome. Jeff, we're so excited to have you in town September 13th at Kalamazoo Central High School Auditorium. Of course, you can find more details right at our website, WKFR.com. And Jeff, thanks so much for talking to us today.
No problem, guys. I appreciate